Welcome, everybody. This is our March intuitive reading and shamanic journeying. We're going to see what is happening and going on for this month because February was quite a intense and very powerful month, which we knew was going to happen, but we are definitely looking for hopefully more balance. And that's what the equinoxes are all about, is coming into a balance. And I do think our reading is going to reflect that today. So, yes. Those of you who don't know me, I know everybody here most likely does, but my name is Amanda Kulbaba, and I'm an intuitive. I am a Reiki practitioner, and yeah, let's get started with our reading today and see all the fun stuff. So just a second. I have to take my glasses off. Oddly enough, okay, we were talking about temperature. Yes, we were talking about it before we started the recording about how cold it has been in places and how the weather change has been off too. So again, really interesting as we come to the equinoxes. Um, I believe March 20th, the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere and the fall equinox in the southern hemisphere. Equinoxes are all about the earth coming into balance, and that really affects us as well. We are also within our own world, within our own self, are looking for balance. And our world definitely needs balance right now. We need balance right now. So, and hopefully we see that in the weather too. Okay, people are just writing in the comments. Thank you, you guys. You can keep doing that. I'm going to get started though. So, I'm going to share screen. Right. Okay, we're seeing that. Please, you can unmute yourself if you ever cannot hear me or can't see the screen. You can always interrupt me for that. All right. So as we get into this March reading today, I decided to work with the tarot cards today, and in a little bit more of a traditional way, as I feel the tarot was meant to be worked with. I have huge respect for the tarot. It is, I think, quite well known now that the tarot is actually not cards, but it's actually a book of wisdom that was disguised and turned into cards to protect its wisdom and knowledge within its pages. And we can see that throughout history. We have, with the patriarchy and Christianity, religion rising up throughout the centuries, over the past centuries, we have lost a lot of amazing books of wisdom, of sacredness, of especially divine feminine information. And the burning of the Library of Alexandria was one of that, which was just horrific. We've lost so much. And or a group of people who are very, very smart, protected the tarot and disguised it, like I said, into cards. But it was originally a book. And we do have evidence that the tarot has come out of ancient Egypt. I won't get into that because that's not what you guys are here for today, but it is very fascinating. But my intuitive feeling is that it's come most likely from Atlantis. So very, very interesting. And again, I won't get into it, but the tarot over the centuries has gone through so many different forms. At one point, the tarot was actually turned into a game. I believe it was in France, but it might be Italy. I sometimes forget one of those two. But again, you can look that up if you're interested, but very fascinating. So, one of the common things that tarot has been turned into is divination, telling your future. And yes, there's a huge component of that. But like I said, the tarot is actually a book of wisdom. It is about teaching us how energy works and moves through us. It actually gives us a lot of instruction of how we take energy in its purest and highest form and we bring it down and put it, we create form with it and bring it into onto the earthly plane. And again, there is so much within each card or each page that we unlock certain insights and wisdom within our own selves. So, yes, today is an intuitive reading about the energies of this month, but I'm also going to challenge you as well into connecting yourself and finding what may be unlocked within you today, your own wisdom, your own insights into how you create your world, and what maybe you need to shift in your perspective or gain clarity within what you're doing and where you want to go. Or just having some very deep insights into how energy works and how you play and work with it. So let's get started. Okay, I made these cards as big as possible so you guys can really see the picture because the tarot is really about the archetypes. It's about the picture, it's about the symbols, it's about what comes up for you. That's how it speaks to you in the psyche, the archetypes. So we have the beginning of this month, the star. It's the major arcana, which means big secrets. And I'm just going to have you take a moment to connect to this picture yourself and to see what is speaking to you. So, as we look at this energy, feel out, connect, what comes to us, what pulls us in, what repels us. With this card, it is a beautiful card. But what makes us uncomfortable? What is speaking to us? This is a very feminine card. This is just a card of beauty. The star is part of the major arcana, which talks about conditions and effects, which can tell us a lot just by saying our about conditions and the effects that we create. Um, so as we look at her, this card is all about like she has her hand over her heart and the other arm is open and she's looking up. And so what I got immediately is about guidance and looking for signs. And this card really matches the energy we're in at the beginning of this month. We have just entered, so we've just finished a very chaotic and intense month in February. We had so much going on, lots of fiery energy, lots of intensity. And now we have moved into Mercury retrograde, which asks us to slow down, to put those brakes on, even though we've just started, the Chinese New Year with that fiery horse ready to gallop and take off, and that fire energy of inspiration and motivation and excitement and passion. And now Mercury retrograde is like saying, wait a minute, not quite yet. Let's slow down. Let's do some inner reflection. Let's take a pause. Let's relax. Let's move inwards and do some inner reflection. And we need to do this. And of course, tomorrow we have a full moon with a lunar eclipse. This card really moves into that too. There's the water here. There's this, we look at this woman's face. There is this longing and dreaming and, you know, um, really, wanting something, needing something, a deep desire, and really coming from the heart chakra, where has placed her hand. And again, she's looking up at that star. We have the Star of David, that guidance, that, you know, spirit, I keep saying, um, in the other world, there is this force that guides our steps, that helps us to move into those aspects of ourselves or areas of our life that we deeply desire and are dreaming and longing about. This also talks about really looking for those signs. So, what I would ask you and maybe challenge you with a bit is, are you seeing the signs in your life? Are you allowing yourself to be guided? Are you pushing for things? Are you being reflective and allowing yourself to receive rather than push? Because this card, like I said, it's the divine feminine energy. It's all about receiving. It's about dreaming. It's the intuitive aspect of yourself. It's about looking for the signs, but it's also about like allowing. It's that fluidity. It's about being in the flow. It's a very magical card. And also going back to this card is around those conditions and effects. It's like, what have you created in the past? How it's really about how you are doing it. Do you push for something? Are you open to receive? Are you even like allowing yourself to dream? Are you putting your dreams on hold? Um, it's the way that you are creating and working in partnership with spirit. Do you listen to your dreams? The subconscious is speaking to you. Do you have a lot of dreams? Start to write them down. What are the messages that you receive within those dreams? So this card really matches this period where we need to take a couple of weeks, because as we move into mid-month, we're hitting that equinox that changes everything. So we need this period of rest, inner reflection, connecting with the heart chakra, preparing yourself and really being honest with yourself of what you want to do next, and looking for the signs, looking for that guidance and recognizing it. All right. And now we have our mid-month, and this is, of course, a perfect card. I will give you a minute or a few moments, anyways, to connect to the energy of the lovers. And this card again matches exactly what's coming mid-month for us. It's perfect. We have the divine feminine and the divine masculine coming together, creating a union. This is all about harmony, balance, exactly what the equinox energies are all about. The equinox is about balance and harmony. Mother Earth is finding that balance within her. Depending again where you are on the planet, we've had, either a winter or a summer, and we're coming into this point of true balance and harmony, which again matches our energy, feels and connects with Mother Earth, and our energy wants to come in to this place of balance and harmony. And we also are looking for that to come into a place within our own life and in our own world. And this is very much just like the star, very much internal, and a once more very much about the heart chakra. This card really opens up a key or a doorway within ourselves that helps us to understand how to connect with the divine, our own divine feminine, our own divine masculine, and to understand how they can come together as a union and work together within ourselves. And that is everything, especially on this planet. That's what we need to happen. This beautiful, strong, divine feminine, this beautiful, divine, strong, masculine energy within us coming together, working together as one. And there's so much imagery in this card and symbolism that can help you with that in explaining to you the role of the divine masculine and the role of the divine feminine and how they work together and how they come together. And I just love it. Like the the masculine energy is cradling and supporting the divine feminine self. His head is cradled against her heart. His eyes are closed, so he's listening to her heart. Whereas the divine feminine is looking up to the archangel or to the higher self, where she receives the higher wisdom that she can then bring into the heart and send to the divine masculine. And again, you can express this in your own way to whatever makes more sense to you in that respect. I'm being a little bit general here. We have them sitting on a throne. So we have our personal sovereignty here and understanding that in a deep way. Our divinity, it's royal. We have so much, the colors speak, the purple, the red, all of this speaks to us in different ways. We even have the snake here on the divine feminine side, which talks about a very deep ancient wisdom and bringing the wisdom up from within, and the Kundalini energy that goes up our spine and what that means and relates within this card. But this card can help you unlock all these different aspects of yourself to understand how the divine and masculine energies come together. And like I said before, this card is very much a card of harmony. It is once more very much about the heart, coming into the center, working from the heart. And having a deep connection again, just sort of like the star card, but in a different way, is that we are completely now connected to our inner guidance, to the higher self, to the archangels, to that realm where we are hearing and receiving easily in that energy of fluidity and movement, with ease, no difficulties, that guidance and wisdom that we need to know and hear to make our next steps. So very, very strong. And what's coming up with me too right now is maybe as we come to these points, right now we're in, like I said, the Mercury retrograde, the inner reflection, maybe to do some meditation with the star card, maybe at the equinox point to do some meditation and connection with the lovers. Another thing too is if you are familiar with the tarot, the third card in the tarot is the Empress. The fourth card in the tarot is the Emperor. They are separated, or separate in both cards. They're on their own. It's all about the divine feminine in the third, the divine masculine in the fourth. As we come to the card 6, we have the union of the two of them coming together and finding that great union and harmony together to work with each other. in just a very deep way. And the foundation of this card is love. It is a deep love and respect of self and of understanding self and how the energies move. And another point I will just bring up to you that may help or support you in this. So I mentioned that with the star is one of the tarot cards about conditions and effects. The Lover's card is one of the cards to do with power and potencies. So this is a power card. This is the energies that work within what our powers are that empowers us, but where we find our power, what can help create our world, and using these energies as our roots, as our core, as our power centers, and understanding what that means. I'm being very superficial here, just very light, because we don't have time to get into it. But again, this is just to spark your imagination. This is to help you delve a little bit deeper into this. And if it helps to see what within your third eye, your imagination, inner wisdom sparks and comes up to the surface. And then we move to the end of this month and we come to the King of Pentacles. This is the minor arcana, and it is minor arcana means little secrets. And I'll give you a moment or two to connect. So I think this is perfect and beautiful right after the equinox. So we have the beginning of the month where we're doing inner reflection. We are looking at our desires and dreams and what we've longed for. We are looking and asking for guidance and the next steps. And then we move into the Lovers, which is about the union and harmony within ourselves. But the equinox is about planting seeds. It's about taking those desires and your dreams and starting to plant them, starting to put them out there. But again, we can only do that. We can only plant those in fertile soil if we are in harmony and in balance. We can't do it if we're out of balance, if we're not at the frequency of energetically frequency of our dreams and our longing. And that is what that balancing and harmony needs to do, the Lovers that will help us. But now at the end of the month, we're moving into the King of Pentacles, and the Pentacles is the element of earth. So we're bringing, those thoughts and ideas and our dreams and our wants and needs, from the more out there, the pure energy, the ideas, the more of the air elemental, and we're bringing it now down through into the heart where we find balance. And now at the end of the month, we are bringing it into the earthly realm, into the physical realm. We are seeing just little sprouts. We're ready. This card is really an indication because we're not going to see the abundance of what we've planted quite yet. But this card is the energy of abundance, of fruition, of prosperity. And it's a master card too. It's the king. It's not like a lower It's not the foundation aspect. This is you are indicating and telling you you are the master of manifestation and creating and working with energy and transforming it, bringing it from, that pure spiritual essence down and forming it into matter and bringing it into the physical realm. And by doing this, you are going to create. You are the creator. You're the master creator. You are the master of this. You have the wisdom and knowledge within yourself and the power to do this because of understanding how to take the different energy elements that you learned how to do with the lovers, creating a union, a harmony. And therefore, you're able to create the abundance that you're looking for. You're able to manifest your dreams into the earthly realm, into matter, and to see it and to experience it here. So this is a super powerful card, and you can see that. So the biggest thing I'm going to tell you here is trust, 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 trust yourself, believe in yourself. What you're going to do, what you're ready to create will happen. And I want you again to stay in the same themes of paying attention and being more aware of the signs around you. Because even though you may not see big things at the end of March, you may see the beginning of the sprouting. You may see glimmers or glimpses in the physical realm around you. So paying attention. What else do I want to say about this? This is a beautiful card. Actually, I think I said it all. Um, yeah, yeah, really powerful. And once more too, actually, this is just popping into my head now. This is a great card, just like the other two, that at the end of this month, to connect with this card as well, because as you are creating and manifesting on the earthly plane, the King of Pentacles may have some additional wisdom for you or insights. So use what you have, use these tools, use these different ways of helping and supporting and bringing what you want to manifest into the physical realm. And another thing I want to say that's really, really important, I feel, anyways, is really, and I think the Lovers card will really help support you in this too, is really honor, really see what you are creating and honor it as sacred and as magical and as a power in this world. Whether it affects other people, like what you're doing or creating is going to affect other people, whether it's just something simply that you're doing for yourself in your own world, um, it is powerful. Everything, when we are truly authentic, when we are acting within our own truth and naturally within our own energy and creating from that, like I said, whether it affects other people in the world or not, it is powerful and it helps to shift the energy of this planet and elevate the vibration of this planet in a high vibrational way and in a powerful way. Because there's a lot of forces out there that are trying to keep our planet in a lower vibration. And the tarot really teaches us all about how to move energy from lower vibrations and into higher vibrations. It's all about that. And we are masters at this. So, but see that more as how powerful it is and how strong it is and how it really, because, and even if you don't see it, it's a place to maybe connect and work with where you feel it within yourselves because it is really powerful and it does have a huge impact on this planet and on humanity's vibration. So don't diminish your creations, don't diminish your power, don't diminish your dreams and your longing and what you want to experience here. That even though you may not understand what place it has for it here on the planet, it does have a place. It is important. Okay. And this is a perfect segue into our last card, which is the general or overall energy theme for this month. And it's the perfect card, Ace of Swords. Another minor arcana. It is connected to the element of air. And I will give you a moment or two to connect with this because this is actually just what I was talking about. So a minor arcana or the four suits. There's four suits within the tarot deck. So we have and usually they can have different names, but they are this the swords, the cups, the wands, and the pentacles, and they are connected to different elements. So and what they do is they really teach us, like I have already said a couple of times today, is taking energy at its purest, highest, um, a vibration or not vibration, but it's well, I guess it is vibration too. So it's purest source and moving it and bringing it down into and forming it into matter, bringing it into form. And the suits really show this journey from the ace to there's 10 cards to the 10th card. And we're not going to get all into that today because it's just too much. But anyways, the aces tend to be the root powers of each of these suits. So the ace of sword is the root power to do with the air element. And as we look at this, so all of this white here, all this white, I think they're trying to show air because it's hard to show air. And air is loves it in its purest, highest form. Air does not want to come into matter or to be formed. It's you can already understand how that is would be difficult for air. Air doesn't really move into matter that well. Um, but again, we're not talking about that today. We're going to talk about air as the Ace of Swords. So this is all about taking our power back. It is all about our personal authority within ourselves and within our life, which matches the divine masculine energy too, a part of it, anyways. And it has to do with our voice and expressing ourselves. It also has to do with ideas and thoughts popping into your head. People who have a lot of air in their astrology chart tend to have amazing ideas and constant ideas and are great inventors, though they can have some challenging times bringing it down into the earthly plane and forming it and creating that reality, though not all of them. But working with people with it who are very much in their heads, it can be challenging for them. But this is the overall theme for this month. And as you are creating from the heart, finding your harmony and balance within your heart and manifesting something so profound and beautiful, bringing it into the earthly plane. It is very important that you stand your ground and you stay within your power. And like I said before, don't diminish yourself, don't diminish what you're creating. You are a powerful being. And this card is one that will really help unlock where you feel like you need to connect with and to be within yourself in that place of just being and just knowing that everything that you're being guided, that you're being supported, that everything is working as it should be. And it's not about coming from validation from others or people pleasing others. It's not about being drawn into the outside world to see the chaos that is happening there, which there's so many different reasons for that right now. It's not about that. It's about being within yourself and holding your power. The sword is very, very interesting. That represents our power, that represents our voice and our authority, that represents ideas and thoughts. It's it's something that I would actually ask you to reflect on. Why the sword? Why use the symbol as the sword for all of this? Um, Very, very interesting. And it can really unlock a lot of insight and clarity and wisdom on so many different levels. I've worked with the swords a lot, and it has opened up my throat chakra in such a huge way and has given me so much clarity in just being me and owning that and being comfortable and very much centered within myself in my power. Yeah, and really, and as I'm saying all this, I also forgot to mention, which is huge, but you may have already figured it out with how I'm saying this, is the swords are all about the mental, the mind. It's all about mental health. And this also is very quite interesting in itself to reflect and to feel out and see what comes for you, but very, very powerful month, very different from the last 2 months. This feels very much grounded in yourself, in your heart. The heart chakra is big in this month and very much working with your own power energies within yourself to create and manifest. And the key really is to stay in your power within yourself and understanding that you are being guided, that there are signs, and that is powerful. That is what you need to focus and be aware of. That will help and support you throughout this month and very much pull back from this external world. We very much forget that as we're masters of creation and working with energy, that that comes through us here, and that is the root. That's where it happens. And then the outside world, the external world, shifts and changes. We tend to focus a little bit, or we're drawn out into the external and physical world, and then we're trying to do things to create a change there. It's not going to happen. You might keep doing those cycles over and over again, but until the deeper realization of understanding that you can do whatever you want in the external world until like you're exhausted, it's not going to change. It changes within yourself. It changes with these energies and working with these energies. And I wish you so much love and light in creating your dreams this month and creating magical and wonderful things through your heart, through and working with your divine feminine self to bring massive and amazing changes with this external world and working with Mother Earth and being in your power. So, so much love, light, and so much like just just so much, I wish you so much support and guidance. And ugh, I'm looking for something, but it's not coming to me. So I'm just going to leave it with love and light there. But we are going to get into the shamanic journeying now, which I hope the shamanic journey will help you, because we're going to touch on um, each of these archetypes within the shamanic journey. I hope that some of them or one of them or something within this journeying can help you unlock or bring you clarity, insight, wisdom to help you in these next coming weeks. So we have lots of time. Yes, we do. Okay. I still need reading glasses, you guys. So I'm going to ask you to get into a comfortable position if you are not, or find a position that you would like to be in. And you may gently gaze at this picture, or you may gently close the eyes. Bringing your awareness and focus to the breath. And here is our air elemental, our swords. Really, with a new insight now, maybe bringing your awareness to your breath, breathing nice and deeply with intention into the abdomen, but with intention and asking the air element for whatever you feel like you need right now or moving forward. It might be to help you to clear your thoughts, to open up to new ideas. Maybe it is to feel yourself more grounded, feel and experience, open up your like feeling of your power, your authority within yourself. Maybe it's taking that breath to the throat chakra, to open it up, to find balance, to clear, to breathe in new to revitalize and to bring in nutrients and new wisdom for the throat chakra, new support. Or maybe it is just to breathe in nice and deeply into the body, to bring all that beautiful oxygen to all the cells of your body. And on a physical level, very interesting how cancer cells do not need oxygen. They have been suffered oxygen. They have had a lack of oxygen. So the importance of oxygen to your physical self, as well to your mental self, as well to the throat chakra and your voice and how you express yourself and express the truth that comes up from the heart chakra. And as you exhale, just feel yourself letting go of any resistance, any tension, anything where that may be stopping this beautiful air, oxygen flowing into these areas that can revitalize, re-energize, bring strength and health. And now gently and slowly move your awareness, float your awareness up into the heart. And at your heart, visualize or intend a beautiful red rose opening up its petals, growing and expanding. Notice its shape and size. Notice its color, that beautiful deep red. Or maybe it's a nice light. Notice if it has a beautiful scent to it. Notice how you feel here, just being within its center. And now I want you to call in your guardian angel. Welcome them into your heart space. Greet them. Give them a warm hug. And they're going to walk beside you today within this journeying. They're going to help to be your guide, your support. And if at any time during this journeying you feel confused or uncertain, remember you can always turn to your guardian angel for their support and guidance and ask any questions, speak with them. And now a beautiful doorway opens up in the center of your heart, and you and your guardian angel, holding hands, step out. And you step out in front of a beautiful lake and take a moment or two to explore. There may be trees around this lake. It might be rocky, sandy. And again, make sure you're breathing this beautiful air in deeply into your lungs. Allow it to clear and refresh you. Notice what time of day it is. And as you walk and explore with your guardian angel, you begin to notice some things here. And one thing that you notice is this beautiful glittering sword that is lying on the beach, or beside the lake, I should say. And it's up to you if you want to pick up that sword, or maybe you want to leave it as it is, but you do go to explore it. You do check it out. You do wonder what this is about. Who is this for? Who left it here? And if you choose to pick the sword up, notice how it feels in your hands. Is it heavy? Is it light? Do you feel off balance with it? Does it make you feel more grounded and supported? How does this sword speak to you? And just allow, just receive. And now you look up and you notice a young woman. One foot is in the lake and she's looking up into the sky. One hand is on her heart and she has this deep longing on her face. And in your own time, you wander over to her and you can speak to her. You can ask her who she is. why she's here, what does she represent to you? Does she have a message for you? And if you have questions for her about your dreams, your desires, what is deeply in your heart that has been trying to speak to you, remember you can ask her. And now you notice a couple in the distance walking along the lake towards you. Thank the woman that you've been with and speaking to, the star. Know that you can always return here to speak with her if you don't feel complete, or if you want to stay with her, you can. But you notice this couple slowly walking down the lake. They're holding hands and they're very much deeply into each other. You can feel their love deep within your own heart. And if you feel called to, you may walk towards them to speak with them. Introduce yourself. See what they have to say to you, or if you have any questions for your divine feminine or divine masculine self, here is an opportunity for you. And remember, your guardian angel walks with you here. And when you feel ready, thank the lovers for being here with you today. And knowing you can always return to speak with them, for they are within you. And you watch them continue to walk down the lake, hand in hand. And now you notice up and away from the lake is an older man sitting in what looks like a large chair or even throne-like. And around him is all this beautiful growth. There's a beautiful tree behind him with lots of lush fruit growing around him. Are animals and flowers, so much abundance. And he doesn't look out at the lake. He actually looks at what is around him, at what is growing. And there's this quite a satisfied, gentle, powerful almost of grounded feeling of, yes, this is perfect. There's an ease and a wise feeling about him, and it intrigues you. You're curious. So you begin to make your way towards the King of Pentacles. And once more, you can do whatever you feel like you need to do, whether you need to speak with him, introduce yourself, ask him questions. Maybe you feel like you just need to be in this energy. Notice what he's created around him. Is there something here, some insight, clarity for you, some deeper wisdom? Take some time now to explore. It is time to come back, so take a moment or two to thank the King of Pentacles for being here with you today and any help or support. And remember that you can always return to this space. And as you begin to walk back towards the lake with your guardian angel, if you chose to pick up your sword, it is up to you. You may bring it back with you into your heart center, or you may choose to leave it here. It is up to you. And any gifts that you received, you may choose to leave in this space, or you may return with it to the heart. And in your own time now, with your guardian angel, you step back through the doorway into the heart center. And take a moment or two to just be here. Process what you've learned, what you've seen, what you've brought back with you. Just allow yourself to be within the heart. Notice how it feels within your heart. Do you feel a little bit more balanced here? Or do you feel like something has come up that needs to be looked at? When you are ready, thank your guardian angel for being with you today, for guiding you, supporting you, and helping you. And gently and slowly bring your awareness back to the breath, breathing in deeply that beautiful air, that beautiful oxygen deep within your being. And notice how you physically feel, energetically feel. Do certain areas feel a little bit more balanced, more grounded, more open, more supported? Or has something come up, certain areas that you weren't aware of before that you need to look at on your own? It's all good. And as you continue to breathe deeply into your body, feeling yourself becoming grounded once more in the physical self, begin to notice the little sounds around you. Bringing yourself back to the present. Slowly and gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, maybe stretching out a little bit. When you're ready, you can flutter your eyelids open. Maybe take some water, stretch out, maybe write down your experiences. These were big archetypes we worked with today, everyone. And never any judgment. If you don't feel like you received anything or just a little, know that things may very much well come up throughout today, over the next coming weeks, within your dreams. Like I said, these are big archetypes. They are speaking to you. And again, you will receive them as you're meant to receive them, in the time you're meant to receive them. I hope this all helps you, supports you, and gives you some guidance and clarity over the next coming weeks and where you're going. It's a very exciting time. Very quickly before you go, it's not quite ready, but in the next coming days, I will be sending everybody out a newsletter. I have put together a course that I'm super excited with. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I'm so excited. And it has to do with working with the tarot, not in giving people readings, though you will be developing a lot of intuition and insight into the trump cards and into the archetypes. But this course is very much focused on sort of partly what we did today in establishing relationships with the different archetypes of yourself and unlocking your own inner wisdom. And the course will be very much focused with exercises and journeying for you to establish your relationships with them and to unlock this wisdom that's held within you. There will be a little bit of instruction because there does need to be a little bit, but it will be mostly focused on you figuring this out through exercises and meditations, through connection and inner deeper work. And of course, understanding in a very deep way how we are masters of creating energy and how we create from energy, bringing it into matter, bringing it into the physical realm from the very spiritual place, from the pure energy place, and understanding vibration and frequency and working with that because that's really what the tarot is all about. So much rich wisdom in all of this, very much the mysteries of the old ways that we are starting to remember. So look out for that if that interests you. It is it's much longer. I had to make it long. I can't make it shorter than 9 weeks. So, but look out for that. It should be ready in the next day or two. And yeah, check it out. See if that is what interests you and definitely can help support you in what you want to create in your world and support you as you move forward. Anyways, and if you have any questions in regards to this, please send me an email. I will also hang around after this, after I stop recording. So if you want to ask me anything or clarify anything that we discussed about today, you are more than welcome to do that. Otherwise, sending you all so much love and light for this month, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye for now.